Welcome to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, and every Friday after Smackdown. Tonight, I thought it was a solid Smackdown.
Actually, this is probably my favorite show that we've had in quite some time.
Yes, definitely. Good show, I thought.
It was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think everything that happened on it from start to finish, I really didn't have a huge problem with.
No.
That does not happen very often, and it has not happened with, everything that's happened and having to go to the empty arenas and everything, you know?
Yeah.
So, I thought it was good. Hey, Zendel, what's up? Hey, Scott, what's up? How you folks doing?
Good. We're doing good.
So, yeah, overall, like I said, it was good.
Fixing my seat. Sorry.
You was trying to get taller so I don't look taller than you, man?
Yeah, that's it.
You were all like...
I felt like I was sitting on the floor. Sonya's amazing on the mic. I felt her passion. It was amazing. She did a good job.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. We're going to
Definitely.
get to that. We're going to get to that. I got a lot to say. I have a lot to say about that segment. A lot. And it's all relatively good. So, don't think I'm going on a rant. Because I'm not. Because it was good.
She might go on a rant.
So, we start the show off with a moment of bliss with Braun Strowman. And going into this, I was just kind of like, why are we starting the show off with a moment of bliss? That was my thoughts going into it. Right? Right. So, we get told that Bray Wyatt is fighting Braun Strowman at Money in the Bank. Cool. Definitely. It is Bray Wyatt and not The Fiend.
Which is what I said they needed to do.
And they're fighting at Money in the Bank. The show last week, where Bray and Braun kind of came face to face, so to speak, with the funhouse and everything. And then Braun responds. He says, I don't know Bray anything. I know Bray Wyatt. I know how he works. I know how he thinks. He makes people question themselves. Hell, he makes them question reality itself. But I'm not falling for his tricks. I won't fall for his tricks. He then spots a gift box in the corner. And he goes, Oh, Lexi, you didn't have to give me a gift, man. Team Little Big, we're buddies. You didn't have to give me a gift for coming on Moment of Bliss, man. She's like, I didn't get you a gift, Braun. And he's like, well,
yeah.
Weird. So then he proceeds to open the gift, and I'm sitting there, I'm going, it's going to be his black sheep mask. I said that. I did. I said it. I was like, it's going to be, watch, it's going to be the black sheep mask. He pulls it out, and it's the black sheep mask. And then he's, like, real spooked. He's, like, shaking after he was all like, I'm not falling for his games. I'm not doing it. He pulls this mask out of the box, and he's just, like, freaking out, you know? And he stands up, and then you hear the overlay of Bray's laugh. And he's just all like, what is happening? And then it goes dark, and they show a picture of Braun in the sheep mask from, you know, several years ago when he was first brought in. And that's kind of how we end that segment. I thought it was very well done. Like I said, going into it, I really didn't have high hopes. I thought it was just going to be another, you know, moment of bliss segment that was really not worth anything. But it was good, and I feel like they're building there's such a good story between Bray and Braun. Hey, I mean, even there's such a good story between Bray and anybody he's faced in the past. They can build a great story off of that, and it can be cool, you know? But especially this one. They can do something so very cool with this. And they are doing something so very cool with this. And I'm very excited to see where it goes. The one thing that has gotten me is the fact that this feud is surrounded around the title. And I don't like that. I don't like the fact that Bray Wyatt is ultimately going for the title again. If this was a non-title feud, I would be 100% sold. 100%. I would not have any issues with it at all. But the one problem I have is the fact that it is for the title. Anybody else? Because Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, he doesn't need the title. Bray Wyatt is not winning at Money in the Bank.
I have always said that if they separate Bray from the Fiend, Bray could go for the title. The Fiend doesn't care.
Okay, I don't care.
So Bray going for the title doesn't bother me.
Okay. But I don't know if that's where we're going with this, because they did this thing with Miz in December where it was a feud between Bray Wyatt and Miz and not really the Fiend, and that ended with, you know, it didn't really go anywhere. And so I don't want it to be another one of that type of a situation, because I think this could be cool. I just don't love the fact that it's for the title. That's just my personal opinion. I don't like that it's for the title. Bray Wyatt as a whole, I don't care if he's the Fiend or if he's Bray Wyatt, he doesn't need the title. He's a character on his own, and he doesn't need the title. He shouldn't be looking to go for the title. That's just me.
Well, I've said if they separate the two and they do it different, the title can mean something to Bray, which is fine. But the Fiend doesn't need it. And, you know, when they gave it to him, it was stupid, I thought. This doesn't bother me. And this is where they can do the Fiend. This is where you get the separation of characters. Bray wants it, the Fiend's one that really,
see,
okay, whatever.
The thing is, when Fiend won the title, it was Fiend and Bray both. So you're looking at it as, oh, Bray's going to be the one who's holding the title. No, it was both of them.
But if they
were both holding the title
but
when
if they set this, the thing
Fiend won it.
They could set this up to where Bray has this split personality and he's now starting to, like, fight himself.
Which would be cool, but I just don't think WWE's smart enough to do that.
I don't know, we'll see.
So
Swanton Bomb off the top rope, WWE headquarters. Can we ask Miz to try that spot? That'd be funny.
I mean, hey, I don't think anything's off the table. We're doing friggin' Money in the Bank off, you know, the headquarters. So I think they're pretty much laying everything out. They're like, all right, who are we gonna throw off the top of the headquarters building, and who's willing to risk their life for this match? They're like, well, we already killed AJ, we already killed John Cena. Who we killing next? You know? So, I mean,
Money in the Bank is witnessed murder.
I don't think there's anything off limits, in all honesty. So,
James says I told everyone it's Dana's time, but y'all didn't listen to me. Now watch, Dana will win the whole thing.
Dana's not winning the whole thing, James. I'm sorry. I'm going to elaborate more on that in a bit. That's going to be where the rant comes from.
By the way, Export, it's good to see you. I figured Braun's not going to have the title very long.
No, he's not.
So
he's not.
Yeah.
So after this segment, we have Sasha versus Tamina. If Tamina wins, she gets a shot at Bayley at what I'm assuming will be Money in the Bank. Tamina wins after Lacey comes out to help because Bayley tries to get involved. I think that was really the only choice here was to squash Sasha. In all honesty, I think giving Tamina this match was the only way to do this.
But
having Sasha fight in the match without having her be like, I'm just not showing up.
I like my idea better.
Well, either way, it would have ended with Tamina getting a shot at the title.
I think she's gonna get a little bit of a push here.
Here's what I think is gonna happen. It was announced later that we are getting Lacey versus Sasha next week. The winner gets added to Money in the Bank. This is how I see it going down at this point. Okay, this is the way it might go down. Tamina fights Bayley, maybe. Tamina fights Bayley at Money in the Bank. Sasha wins the women's Money in the Bank match. And then she cashes in, when Bayley has retained over Tamina. She comes out, and Bayley's all like, whoa, hey bud. But Sasha's won Money in the Bank, and so then she ultimately cashes in, stabs her in the back, and then they can have Sasha versus Bayley at SummerSlam, and then have Bayley kind of be the good guy going into it, because Sasha's the one that was like, ha ha ha, stab, 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 blood, 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 death, Yeah,
that'd be cool.
And Bayley can be the good guy.
Yeah.
And everybody can root for Bayley trying to get the title back towards SummerSlam.
Okay.
I mean, or not. We could just not do that and put the Money in the Bank briefcase on Nia Jax instead. That's cool too. Whatever. Either or.
Well, now that you've picked everybody to win the Money in the Bank.
Well, if I'm picking somebody, I have one from Raw. Which one from Raw and SmackDown would make the most sense to me? From SmackDown, Sasha winning Money in the Bank would make the most sense. And on Raw, I think Nia would make the most sense. Because I just don't think Shayna and Money in the Bank, I just don't think they go together.
Yeah. No.
Like, Shayna just does not scream the person who wins Money in the Bank to me.
No.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah. I agree.
Thoughts on this segment?
Tamina's been in WWE since 2010. She's been there a while. Cesaro is a beast. A military press go to sleep should be his finisher. Yes, it should be. He is a beast.
Have any further thoughts on the Sasha, Tamina, Lacey Bayley?
I don't know. Just see where they go with it. I mean, like I said, I would have liked it better if Sasha would have just showed up tonight and said, "You fight your own battles, because I'm not messing with her."
Well, see, but then you really would have seen the split of Bayley's kind of like.
She could have said she was injured.
I mean, she could have, but she didn't. So. We then get a Lacey interview. She's essentially like, next week, Sasha's mine. And she has Sasha written on her hand with a giant red circle X thing.
That's just so she remembers.
On her hand. She's like, this right hand, it's her right hand. She's like, yeah, this here right hand has got Sasha Banks' name on it. Quite literally. So,
yeah.
That was funny. Tamina hasn't shown any signs of improvement. Okay, to that I have to say, Tamina really hasn't been given a shot, in all honesty. If you look at her career, she hasn't been given a shot. It's the truth. I enjoyed her stuff with AJ when she was, kind of like AJ Lee's bodyguard. I think that's probably a highlight of her career at this moment in time. The highlight of her career, because she hasn't done anything else that's been super memorable, just because they haven't given her the chance, which sucks, because I think she has potential to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, but they just haven't given her a shot. So that's what I have to say.
Yeah, that's I'd agree.
We then get Sheamus versus Denzel Dejournette from NXT. squash match. Sheamus won. And commentary begins talking about Jeff Hardy right before Sheamus leaves. They did this last week. And then Sheamus freaks out. And he's all like, why are you talking about Jeff Hardy? Jeff Hardy is not me. I am here every week. I'm improving and blah, 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 blah. And I am a superstar. And I am a superstar. And I'm a superstar. Ha, 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 ha. And, so that was that. So I'm assuming we're going to get a Sheamus-Jeff Hardy feud out of this deal, which is like, okay. Alrighty. Yes. This is kind of an odd way to start a feud. I mean, it's different. Something they've never done, but it's just a little odd because he's kind of targeting the commentary team and not really Jeff Hardy.
Well, I think what's going to happen is he's going to get tired of hearing about Jeff Hardy. So I think that's where we're going to get this. I think the hackers right. A lot of the wrestlers are keeping friends close, but enemies closer. Yes, that makes sense. Maven Slasher versus Bayley is savings for SummerSlam. It writes itself. Yes, I mean, if that's the plan is to save it for SummerSlam, then that'd be cool.
Yeah. So Becky Lynch is not fighting Money in the Bank. Yeah, she's not in the freaking poster, but Charlotte Flair is. Can someone explain that to me? Like, Charlotte Flair's on NXT now. Is she defending the NXT Championship on Money in the Bank? Like, okay, cool. But, like, Becky's one of your major champions, and they have the other 4 on there except her. Which is kind of like, what? I mean, I don't know who Becky's going to defend against at Money in the Bank. She might not defend against anybody. Because a lot of her storylines thus far, the one with Shayna, it's not like she can fight Shayna again at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Because Shayna's in the Money in the Bank ladder match. It's not like she can fight Nia at Money in the Bank. Nia's in the Money in the Bank ladder match. It's not like she can fight Asuka at Money in the Bank because Asuka's in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah.
So she really doesn't have a feud right now on Raw because they're getting ready to set something up. So.
Well, Fettuccine was a decent show tonight.
I want to know, Maven, why still all the hate on Dana? And I'm not talking about her gimmick and her beginning in NXT. Dana deserves every bit of this little push that she's getting.
When we get to Dana, I'll talk about her. I've got some things to say.
I have a lot of things to say. I'm sorry.
Who is the hacker? I don't know. That is a good question. Good question, Elijah.
We then get the Jeff Hardy video. Essentially, he's just talking about...
We're going to be talking about that in just a second, little fettuccine.
Essentially...
I thought this was a good video. I liked the way they pulled his personal life into it.
Because it was, personal, and it made sense. Because everybody knew about it.
Well, and, but I think the one thing it does is it brings in Booker T as the hacker. I think it brings in a personal level for people. So, I think the way they're doing it is interesting. And when he does come back and obviously he's going to fight Sheamus. It makes it more interesting just because they've pulled this personal life into it also. Mm-hmm. And the things that he had to deal with.
So, up next we have the... Oh boy.
I don't think that Hacker
I'm hoping Ali with some Justice Police thing. It's not Mountain Dew. It's ginger ale bold. It's got more ginger flavor in it. It is kind of spicy.
Tony Storm on Smackdown.
But it's good. I'm convinced the hacker isn't Ali.
I don't think it's Ali. Ali just seems too obvious. If it's
Ali, I think everybody's saying that it's Ali because of the graphic and because of the stuff with the circle thing with the light. It's totally Ali's thing.
Well, I don't think it's Ali.
But I feel like that just exactly. It makes it too obvious, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's Ali." But then there are some people that are like, "Okay, well, it's too obvious that it's Ali, and I don't want it to be Ali." And, I don't know who it is, but I'm very intrigued in the storyline, and I'll elaborate more on that in just a little bit. So, the next segment we have is,
the Ali thing with Justice Police,
he was a former police officer.
Yeah, I mean, if...
So, I think it could be Hacker Cody Rhodes. Just imagine that, the hacking... And then they're like, oh shoot, what's happening? And Cody Rhodes is like, he could put up the AEW, and that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
That would be totally funny. So up next we have, oh boy, the best segment on the show, Naomi versus Dana Brooks. The winner gets added to the Money in the Bank ladder match. Okay. Okay, folks. We're gonna have this really freaking cool, climb the tower Money in the Bank ladder match. Why on earth would you not use Naomi? She can do some pretty freaking cool spots. And, why would we miss that opportunity? I don't get it.
Personally...
Okay, I just don't like Dana Brooke. I said it. I just don't like Dana Brooke. I think, A, she needs to get... she might have done well tonight, and okay, whatever. I just don't like her. She has the personality of a wet towel. And, no, sorry, that's insulting to the wet towel. She has less personality than a wet towel. Her gimmick just does not work for me, and I just don't like her.
I will say this. I thought this is the best Dana has looked in the ring.
Choking on ginger ale.
She still needs to work on her promos. If she gets the promos down, then I think that time for Maven rant. If she gets her promos down, I think, and does what she did tonight in the ring, then I think she's okay.
Maven, WWE is trying to give people a chance. Oh, no, I can't say that with a straight face. I'm sorry, I don't like Dana Brooke. I don't like her. I just don't. There's something about her that I just don't like. And maybe if she has more personality, maybe I'll like her better. But as it stands right now, I just flat out don't like her. And I'm not going to like her until they change stuff. Maven, that's not a reason.
I would agree.
Yes, it is. It is 100% a reason. I just don't like her.
I would agree with you because I think if she had someone there to work with her.
If they had somebody there to talk for her, then maybe I'd like her better.
Yeah.
But I doubt that highly. You know, so I don't like her.
Yeah. I mean, she needs work on her mic skills.
Imagine picking Dana over Naomi for a Money in the Bank. That's what is so baffling to me, too, is the fact that they're doing this new cool thing with Money in the Bank this year where it's the corporate ladder, and they're starting at the bottom of the building, and then they're going to have to make it to the top to get the the box, the Money in the Bank briefcase. Why would you not use Naomi? Naomi can do so many cool things, and why would you not put her in this match? That's the baffling thing, is they put Dana Brooke in over Naomi, and I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. She tries really hard and has adapted to Empty Arena better than Naomi, TBH. I don't know. Regardless, I just don't like her. I just don't get it. It makes no sense to me.
To answer your question, a little fettuccine about should they form a union. I don't know. I don't know that it would help.
I'm kind of intrigued.
Since they're independent contractors, I don't know that it really would help them. What's going on with Money in the Bank this year? They're going to have it.
Well, they filmed Money in the Bank on the top of the corporate building, WWE headquarters. So it's the corporate ladder match is what they're calling it. And essentially, they're starting at the bottom of the building, and then they're going to have to work their way to the top of the building to get the briefcase. So it's a very cool, inventive idea, and I'm very excited to see it.
Yeah.
So, it was genius. Just deal with it. Sorry about your luck.
I would agree. The issue is since they're independent contractors, I think it makes it tougher. If they were under WWE's name, I would say, yeah, form a union. But because they're considered independent contractors, I don't know that how much pull they would have.
Hopefully Money in the Bank will be fun. I think it will be, because I think it's going to be... I think they can do something really cool with it and make it sort of like a cinematic type of thing, like going through the building type of a situation, you know? I think it could be cool. Like, honestly, I think it could be cool.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see what they do. I really am. It reminds me of this cage match. I think Hogan was in it, where he had to fight levels. He had levels of people to fight. Yeah, I mean, it's such a cool idea, and I don't think they would have been able... it's not that I don't think. I know they probably wouldn't have been able to do this if they, didn't have the crowd,
Yeah.
So, freelance performers have unions such as equality and yeah. Or equity. Jeez, can't read. Equity.
Yeah.
So, after that we had Dana won the match, if you couldn't tell from the
I just don't know how much pull it would have within WWE. And that's where I think he'd run into an issue.
So Dana won. Wasn't very happy about that. That was the one thing on the show that I was a little didn't make a lesson speak. But other than that, the rest of the show was great. We then get a Mandy Otis Sonya Dolph recap. This is epic. Love this. I love when they overlay the music. It really it makes it perfect. Perfection.
Yeah.
So then Sonya and Mandy, they come face to face. Sonya comes out, she says, gotta get into character. Mandy, I've been trying to talk to you for the last 2 weeks, but you won't answer my texts, and you won't answer my calls. So please, I just need you to come out here and let me explain myself to the world and to you, because please. Mandy comes out, and Sonya's like, I really thought where they were going with this at first, and you did too.
Yeah.
I thought where they were going with this at first. I thought she was going to say, I did all of this because I'm in love with you. I thought that's where they were going with this. And then the last second, I went, no. I was like, no. She's going to be all like, no! I didn't do this because I'm in love with you.
Yeah.
And so she says, she comes to his face with Mandy. She goes, you're... And this is where you're like, I'm in love with you. And I was all like, no, she's going to be all like, I hate your guts. And then she goes, you're the most selfish human being I have ever met. And I was like, yes! I literally did that in the kitchen. I did. You can ask Mrs. G. I don't think she's anywhere in the chat, but you can ask Mrs. G. It's the truth. You can ask Mr. G. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Did this section need to be in the ring? No, it didn't need to be. Well, I suppose since they had Otis come out and kill Dolph, I suppose that, they could have done it anywhere. So no, not necessarily in the ring.
So she said, "You're the most selfish human being I've ever met." Since Fire and Desire was supposed to be us. It was supposed to be you and me, Mandy and Sonya. It was supposed to be us. Us, Mandy. Seriously. You just don't get this. You're the reason that we are torn apart here. If you would have just gone along with my plan, none of this would have ever happened. And then she's like, it was never us, actually. It was supposed to be us, but it was never us. It was you at the forefront, and I was just in the background. And it's like, was I even there? Your stupid entrance blurred me out. You came out and you were all like, Mandy, and I was all like, blurry. It's like, seriously, dude? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, man? And then she says, then the second something better came along, you literally dropped me. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then Dolph comes out and tries to tell Mandy that she was all like, Mandy, you can't fake what we have. You just can't fake it. We have something. You can't tell me that you don't feel it too. And then she was all like, and Dolph was all like, look at me. And she was all like, get off me! And then Sonya was all like, Spear! And then she was all like, ugh! And it was amazing. This was an epic segment, and I loved it from start to finish. Sonya, man, the passion in this promo, you could feel it because I think part of it was real. I think she felt, honestly, if I was Sonya, if it was me, and I'd been treated the way Sonya was treated, where you really weren't focused on at all, and you were just you were just there, you know? I would have felt the same way, man. I really would have. I would have been just as passionate as she was. And, like, seriously. It was amazing. And, like, it just, you felt it from start to finish. Just, whew, man. It was such a good promo. Everybody agree? Like, it was. So, yeah. What do you think of the segment?
It was good. And if she can do this, I don't understand why they don't have her doing this more often.
The thing is, all of this is the truth. Every single thing she said in this promo was the truth. Because Sonya has never been focused on. Sonya has never been the forefront of anything. It's never happened. Because it just hasn't. It's sad. It really, really upsets me that she wasn't used until now. Because, like, she has so much talent. She's good in the ring, and obviously she's good on the mic. She's never been given a mic to cut a good promo the way she did tonight.
Yeah.
And that's the sad thing. And so I just...
I thought it was a good segment. I thought that she did excellent. I would like to see her speak more just to see if it's like you said, this wasn't how she truly felt, then she should be able to do a promo down the road similar to this. I mean, and make it believable and make people go, wow, that was really good.
I am so invested in the storyline, and folks,
and I think that's
I'm sorry, I was Team Otis all the way. Team Otis and Mandy. It was like, yes, Otis, get Mandy. Yes. Like, yes. And now, I kind of am on Team Sonya.
What's going to happen in the end? Sonya and Mandy are going to turn on both Dolph and Otis and kick the crap out of them.
I kind of am on Team Sonya now because everything she said was true. Everything that came out of her mouth is the truth. She has never been focused on. She's never been the forefront of Fire and Desire. It's always been about Mandy. I've said this about them for the longest time. Sonya has so much talent and just isn't used the way she should have been used.
Yeah.
And she's been with the company for, 5 freaking years? And
Yeah.
she has not been given the opportunity that she's been given right now? It's insane. I'm on Team Sonya.
Again, this is a mixed tag team match that could be pretty good. I mean, it's set up, the storyline is there, everything looks good, and everybody within this particular segment is selling it well.
All right, folks, I need to know, are you Team Sonya or are you Team Mandy?
I love Sonya now.
What team are you on, Team Sonya or Team Mandy?
You know, I was like for Otis, but with the way...
Me too, man!
The way Sonya did her segment tonight...
I kind of have to be on her side because everything she said was the truth.
I mean, it was...
I think, okay, as much as I love Mandy and Otis, I really think they should let Dolph and Sonya win. That's what I think they should do. I think they should let them win, let them become top heels in the division for both respectively, and they should let them win the feud. They should. I mean, Otis is always going to be someone that a lot of people love. He just has a lovable character, you know? And I think the win, like I said, Gimiolia, I think the win could really help her, and it could really help send her into the next level of superstardom.
I would say probably they need to have Sonya win, just because Mandy can get over just because over blonde hair, so she's always going to be out there.
Yeah, because that's what Vince likes. So.
Well, so I think that if they have Sonya win here, I think it could push her over, and like you said, it can make her be a huge heel. I think that would be awesome. Absolutely not. Have you lost your...
It really would push Sonya into the next level of stardom. I really think it would, and I think she deserves it. She's, like she said, she's been with the company for 5 years, and she just hasn't been given the opportunity that she should have been given. You know, I think they're really trying to show us that Sonya is the heel in this scenario, but everything she's saying is so very true, and how can you not get behind her in that situation of wanting her to succeed and finally get the spotlight that she deserves, you know? So I think it's really going to be 50-50 for a lot of people on whether they cheer for Mandy and Otis or if they're going to cheer for Sonya and Dolph.
I agree, and I think the thing that's going to that is putting Sonya over is will be the segment she had tonight. She came out and made it believable, and
because it is believable, everything she said is true.
Should Sonya be in Money in the Bank? I don't know that I'd put her in now.
I don't think I'd put her in now based on everything that they've done, but I think she should get a push for the title.
I was going to say, I would seriously, after she's done with this segment...
Sonya should have been a title contender a long time ago. It's just facts.
I would say that she needs to get a push. Hey, don't observe stuff.
To
answer your question, give me you said something about why didn't they should have been done before Mania. Maybe they didn't do it before Mania because they had no crowd, and they were hoping that by now they would have been able to have some crowds for people to see this segment and get a reaction.
Yeah.
And realizing what's happening, and now that it's going to be longer, so now they go, okay, let's do it now. I think she should have a match for Money in the Bank qualifiers, but Mandy cost her. That'd be interesting.
Cool.
Power rankings tonight. We will give them to you here shortly.
Maybe you're right, Mr. G. Sonya wins this feud. It was skyrocket her because she's great in-ring talent and she's great on the mic. She really is. And the sad thing is that we've never really heard Sonya Deville cut a promo until tonight.
Yeah.
Because she's never been given the opportunity, and it really upsets me.
Yes.
It really upsets me. It really does, man. Oh, cool t-shirt.
Cool t-shirt.
Yeah, I got new shirts.
Yeah, we got new shirts.
I don't care about your stupid feelings.
And I got the
Let me in, Fiend. Funhouse, dude. Yeah. So next we have Cesaro versus Daniel Bryan. Winner gets added to Money in the Bank. But before this match gets started, we get the Hacker.
It was a cool segment.
This is so cool. Essentially, he shows a whole bunch of tag teams. He shows the Usos, Alexa and Nikki, New Day, Miz and Morrison, Bayley and Sasha, and one other team, maybe, possibly, not another team. And he says, some people keep their friends close. And then he said, and some keep their enemies closer. I'm so excited for this, man. I think he's going to be screwing with a lot of different teams in the division. The Hacker, well, I mean, we don't know if it's a dude or a dudette, but honestly, they're going to be messing with a lot of the teams, I think. Based on who we saw in the video, I think we might get some, so based on what happened tonight in the main event, I would say that it might start with Miz and Morrison, and then they might just go down the line. And have Sasha and Bayley.
Yep.
And I think that's what we're going to see.
Yep.
But this is so cool. I love the
Hacker. Thoughts on Trump wanting to reopen America? I could tell you, I could go on forever with Little Fettuccine about what I think about Trump right now. I was surprised Brian was on, to be honest. So was I. I was surprised he was there. Watching the Big Show on Netflix yet? No, we have not. We actually don't have Netflix right now. One time Cena got attacked by Nexus and beat them up enough for him to get out of there. Yes. The whole Elias and Corbin thing, which we're getting ready to talk about.
Oh my gosh! Is he only going after tag teams? Or is he going after, or is he going to go after single wrestlers too? Mandy and Sonya were a tag team! Oh my gosh! I never thought of that. If the hacker is going to focus on tag teams because Mandy and Sonya were a tag team and he's the one who spilled the beans on Sonya's the one who, messed up the date with Otis. Oh my gosh.
But that ties in, the whole thing ties into.
But I get it. But they were a tag team.
Keep your friends closer.
Exactly.
Your friends are close, but keep your enemies closer.
But they were a tag team, and I never thought of that. But he messed up. Woo! Oh my goodness, I never thought of that. Zendel, you're a genius. Cause I never thought of that as Sonya and Mandy being a tag team, and he targeted them first, and now he's gonna target all the other tag teams.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not just one person. Maybe it's a tag team in the division.
Zendel figures out the hacker. I expect a new spreadsheet file.
Maybe it's not just one person. It's two. Maybe it's a tag team.
Could be.
That's targeting the tag team division. Zendel, you just opened a can of worms. You just did, man.
It could be someone from a tag team and the partner left it.
That's
interesting.
What? Oh my gosh. I think we're on to something, folks. I think we're on to something.
So who's been part of a tag team that's...
I don't know.
Doesn't have their partner now?
But I think we're on to something.
We are on to something. We're not sure what.
No, but I think it's something.
Something.
I think we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Yes. Shorty G.
Oh my gosh! Shorty G, that would be so funny. I am Shorty G. I am the hacker.
That'd explain why he didn't get cut.
I am Shorty, the hacker G. That would be funny. That would be hilarious, man. So yeah, we get that video, and then we get Cesaro versus Daniel Bryan. I thought this was a good match.
Definitely.
I didn't have any problems with it. Daniel Bryan won, so he's added into the Money in the Bank ladder match. Whoop, 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 whoop. We then get another segment that I was a little questioning a little bit. Elias attacked Corbin. Did Elias attack Corbin, or was it Corbin that attacked Elias? How did that go down? They attacked each other. That was kind of the main situation.
Yeah.
That was like the basis of this. They attacked each other. I don't know what the purpose was for, but okay, whatever. They attacked each other. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that. I don't know who attacked the other first. I don't know if it was Elias who attacked Corbin, or if it was Corbin that attacked Elias.
Yes, Corbin Elias is still a thing.
It is still a thing, unfortunately. It's sad.
Corbin attacked Elias.
Alrighty, cool. We'll just go with that.
You just wrote it down wrong. See, and you tried to forget the whole thing because you...
I didn't write that down, you did, because I was washing dishes when you wrote that down.
I didn't write that down.
Yes, you did. That wasn't me.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't write that down.
Then one of the other kids typed it.
Then it was a ghost.
It must have been.
Yeah, Elias and Corbin, they fought each other backstage, and Elias was left laying in a pile of guitar crumbs. So.
Any Corbin feud is just a skip worthy, in my opinion.
It's true.
Yes.
It's the truth.
Definitely.
Next week.
It was kind of not good.
Corbin versus Elias isn't bad, but I went into the other room to play video games. Maven and Mr. G as a hacker.
What game are you playing observing stuff?
Why did you say his name?
Observe.
You were like observing stuff.
I was gonna say something else, and then Can't wait to see Triple H next week on Smackdown. Going to be awesome, I hope.
Yeah, next week is the 25th anniversary or whatever. Triple H is supposed to be on. I wonder what's gonna happen. I wonder why we're doing it. I wonder what's gonna go down. Because I wouldn't see
No, Elias didn't fight. Well, he tried to. Well, okay, he took a beating.
But then he, like I said, was left laying in a pile of guitar crumbs.
He tried to fight with his okay, he didn't really try to fight.
Oh, you know those punches where they're 50 feet away and they're all like, oh, but I missed you.
Perhaps is the uniting force, which is the hacker.
Jeez. So, yeah, Elias and Corbin. Oh boy, can't wait for that to be over. Next week, we're getting Drew Gulak versus King Corbin in Money in the Bank. I hope Drew Gulak wins because I don't want to see Corbin in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't want to see Corbin anywhere near it, and Corbin doesn't need to win it, and Corbin doesn't even need to be in it. Cool? We agree on that? Good. Lacey versus Sasha is also happening. Winner gets added to Money in the Bank. You can only have one of them. I thought they were both going to be in it, but they're fighting each other. So, only one is going in, and I'm assuming it's going to be Sasha.
That's what I would assume, too.
I mean, it could be Lacey.
Who has the most upside from all the releases this week? Give us a minute. We'll fight a Chini, and we'll tell you what we think.
Oh, I saw 2 more releases today.
We'll talk about that,
Okay,
too.
3.
We'll talk about
But I don't remember who the third one was.
We'll skip the third one, but we'll talk about the other 2.
It was some dude that was on, like, the Florida, you know, was hanging out in Florida, just the live shows or whatever. It wasn't ever on TV, but I digress. And then the other one we have is Mella and Dana versus Bliss and Cross for the tag team titles. The only way I can see this going is having Bliss and Cross retain. It'd be stupid to put them on Mella and Dana. Just the truth. And then we get a look back at Bray and Braun's storied careers together. So, I'm kind of excited for that, not gonna lie. I generally don't like the recaps and stuff, but I think that one's gonna be good.
As long as they don't show it 90 times.
I mean, yes. Then we get the main event. The main event. Uso versus, one Uso. I don't remember which one. I think it was Jay Uso. Versus The Miz versus Big E for the tag team championships in a triple threat.
Keep doing it, observing stuff. Somebody might come and watch you.
New Day are 8-time tag team champions.
I don't get this. Why?
Because they're splitting Miz and Morrison up, you fool.
Okay, but why did they do it this way?
Because I don't know. I don't know why they did it this way, but they're splitting them up.
I don't understand why they did this.
Jay, I think so. I'm pretty sure Jimmy was in the other one.
We're gonna have a tag team championship match with half the tag team. I don't understand that.
I watched the whole Smackdown tonight. I almost wanted to see the Usos. I wanted to see the Usos win, but New Day won. Ugh. Yeah. I know the feeling, man. I thought the Usos were gonna be the next ones to
what if Woods
hold.
Is the hacker? That'd be interesting.
Definitely. I thought that the Usos would get the tag team championships next, but putting them back on the Usos. New Day is fine. They're 8-time tag team champs, which is cool. This is leading to the split of Miz and Morrison. Hey.
I agree, I'm not a fan of it either.
Miz and Morrison. Hey.
So what they could have done? Okay, but if this is leading to the split of Miz and Morrison, they could have done it in a regular tag team match, not the way they did
but
this.
They're not, because Morrison is going to be like, I defended the championships
on
my own by myself, and I retained, and you didn't? Excuse me, Miz? Excuse me. That's kind of the way it's going to go down.
Xavier Woods is the hacker. Big E is hilarious. Yeah, definitely.
I love him, man.
Yes.
He's amazing. He was like licking the titles, and people on Twitter were like, dude, you understand that those aren't yours to keep, right?
Yeah.
Like, somebody's going to hold those after you.
Somebody has coronavirus and hands all over that. He's licking it.
Sorry, Maven. Carmella and Dana are winning the tag titles. Mella's funny and Dana's great. No, James, I'm sorry. They're not winning the tag team titles. It's going to be Alexa and Nikki. You have to have them retain. You must agree with me on this, and if you do not, I will shun you.
Zandel, I was thinking the same thing when they were showing Kofi jumping around and everything else. I was thinking they're going to split them up right here. Because Big E's going to go, look what I did. I'm the new tag team champion. And then they didn't do it. So yeah. Why split them up now? It's too soon for all that. I don't know that they're going to split them up right away. But I wouldn't be shocked if they're not.
The match is going to go down at SummerSlam.
I was going to say. So they are observing stuff. Is Mixer channel is Champ for Life 3, and my Twitch is the Chill section.
Also, the old picture I had isn't me. Long story.
So observing stuff stole somebody's picture and put it on his channel to make it seem like it was him. That's what he's telling us.
So yeah, New Day are the new champs.
Yes.
New Day.
New Day is never going to split them
up. New Day. New champs. They've been together forever.
May do something. Yeah, they have.
Forever.
Nah, New Day, because merch money, they're Cena of the tag team division. Yes, I mean, I can see that, yeah.
So, I love that Morrison put up a tweet and ran it all together. That's funny. Oh, jeez. Morrison is, man,
That is funny.
a gem.
So now let's go back here. I gotta remember what Lil Fettuccine asked us.
Power rankings?
Yeah, he said power rankings, but there was something else I said we'd talk about.
The releases.
Oh, yes. The releases. Drake Maverick is in the Cruiserweight tournament. So the biggest upside of the releases. Who has the biggest upside? Someone said. I don't know. I mean, if you watch our show from yesterday, I think there's probably 4 or 5 that I could see that have big upside. Thanks, James. My old picture was a lady who used to use people for attention, so I used her picture. Meanwhile, I'm a grown man. Mandy is awesome, but her former partner is crazy, but now looks like a big fight. Dolph Ziggler and us into a fight over Mandy was crazy. That segment was good. Definitely a good segment.
Yes. So, the other 2 releases that were put out today were Tainara Kanji and Tino Sabatelli, who was on NXT for a short period of time before he tore his leg off or something like that and had to have surgery to reattach it. And he came back for a short time after that, but then was really only used on the Florida circuit, down there for their live shows and stuff.
He is the cousin of Santino Marella.
No, he isn't.
No, I made that up. Your show was only mediocre yesterday. That's just because we had our special guest on.
Whoa. Whoa. Hold up. Wait a minute. Whoa. Where's the ban button? Where's the ban button? I can ban you today, homie. I can ban you today. Couldn't do it yesterday because you were kind of here live talking to us.
Well, gonna go great. See you guys next time. Peace. Be safe. Hey, you be safe too.
So, who has the most upside? The biggest upside is Zack Ryder.
Possibly.
I think Rusev is another one. Leo Rush. Kind of getting out, doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
Anderson and Gallows.
They could be a big upside. EC3. I would say EC3.
C. That's not a C. C.
I watched some of the yesterday show, but I could only leave a like because I was busy. Hey, observing stuff, you need to stop doing whatever you're doing when our show comes on. And you just put everything down and you watch the show.
I like EC3's look. Yeah, EC3 on Twitter, he seems like he's a mean dude.
Yeah.
Like, looking at his videos and stuff, he's all like, "Ugh!" And I'm all like, "You scare me now!"
By the way, I'm kidding, observing stuff. I'm only partially.
I only say Ryder for the content he does outside the ring.
Yeah, definitely. That's kind of what we talked about yesterday, was the stuff they do outside the ring.
I think, like I said, Anderson and Gallows, I think they have
EC3 is ready. Well, that's because he's had a year off.
He's like, I've had time to bulk up.
He's tired of sitting on
time to beef up.
My
my hands are super strong from holding those red Solo cups filled with nothing. I'm so ready. Okay? I'm so ready. So, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows.
I know you're joking. It's still funny.
Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows would be one that I think could, this could be really good for them. Leo Rush.
That's cool, Noel.
Leo Rush is another one that I think this could be a big deal for him, getting the release. Rusev. Leo's gonna get.
I think Leo will get picked up pretty quick.
Yeah, he's gonna make it.
Well, I don't know that it'll be quick.
I mean, not quick, but
I think as soon as everything is over.
Quick as in by quick I mean in the next
3 months. 4 months.
Time. In a time.
Well,
the near, distant, far away.
Since we're in a hurry to get the country open, I'm assuming in the next month.
In the future? in the future. We're just gonna go in the future.
Yeah. Leo's highly talented and young. I think he has a lot of potential. I agree. I think he has a lot of potential. It's just a matter of, getting him in the right place. Once the economy is stabilized. And the question is, when's it going to be stabilized? That's the big question. Because even when they open things up, are people going to go back right away? You keeping the country open? Well, right now, I don't know. Trump has kind of put out, some of the stuff he's put out, like threatening governors and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, this has nothing to do with anything that you're talking about, but John L. said AJ about the video with Luke Gallows.
Oh, it does.
He said, AJ Styles put out a video. He did a stream on Twitch or something the other day. He was playing video games. And,
thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, we just got these shirts, like, in the last couple days.
Yeah, we did. Like, within the last week or so. But AJ Styles did a stream on Twitch the other day or somewhere.
No, he's not, Export.
Somewhere where he was playing video games, and he got asked a question about the releases.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, Gallows and Anderson, I mean, I feel really bad. They were just like they were part of like the main event of WrestleMania 36 Night 1, and I feel like I let them down, and I feel like them getting released is, like my fault. Like, they were my brothers, and I was supposed to protect them, and I was supposed to help them, and I was supposed to protect them, and I was supposed to be there for them, and they got released, and I couldn't be there for them, and I feel like it's my fault. And so, that sucks. I mean, it's gotta be a sucky feeling for AJ Styles, because he's like, man, those two dudes, they were like literally just in the main event of WrestleMania 36, and they got released. And like, I mean, I think, they'll go on to do bigger, better things, because they always do, but it really sucks.
Well, it does suck.
Because now he's left, and it's on his own.
I don't know that it's his fault. It's one of those things where I don't think Vince was super impressed with them and had no clue what to do with them. Mm-hmm. So he decided, well, just get rid of them.
So that's what.
And now the thing is, it's probably best for them because he wasn't going to use them anyway.
Well, WWE seems like they haven't alienated AJ.
Well, they've already buried him.
That's not good. I'm sorry. That was funny. Jeez.
Yes, they have teased going back to Japan. I would assume that's where they're going to end up.
I think Leo might.
Did you watch Dark Side of the Ring this week? I have not watched it.
I watched it. It was amazing.
I am going to watch it.
I'm going to watch it. And this week's episode was really good. Like, there was a lot I didn't know about the Jimmy Snuka thing, and it was really good. Like, I really enjoyed it, and I learned a lot of stuff. And it was good.
I know Maven liked it. The last 3 days she's been, have you watched it yet?
And I'm like, no, I haven't watched it. Dude, I need to talk about this with somebody, because...
Tanora got released from NXT, yes.
Oh, good, exciting. What is this week's
episode?
Nancy Argentino, that's her name, right? Nancy Argentino and Jimmy Snuka and her murder, or death, whatever, murder. I thought it was really good. Do I think he did it? In all honesty, I mean, I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say yeah and say I think he did it. Just based on watching it, I'm gonna say yeah. It's a weird one because there was evidence all over the place, and he died during the trial, didn't he? Yeah, see, that's the thing that shocked me. They had the trial and they closed it, and he literally died 10 days later, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. It's like he held on long enough to go to trial, and they couldn't do anything with it because the guy couldn't remember anything because of all of his brain damage.
That's because he was
old.
Everything, so.
And it just, the whole thing sucks because they might have actually gotten, justice for Nancy Argentino and it, But he was found guilty, is that right? No, he wasn't found guilty. They had to drop the trial because he couldn't remember anything. He was not mentally mentally stable.
He forgot his name.
He wasn't mentally stable. He wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't all there because his brain was so messed up from all the bumps he took and just old age with, you know, dementia and you know, so they ended up having to throw the trial away because he wasn't mentally sound.
They literally
stable.
Like rolled it up to a ball and threw it in the trash.
Like, so they ended up just throwing the entire thing away, and then, like I said, after they closed it, and they were like, yeah, we can't do anything with this because the guy you can't put him on the stand because he's not going to remember anything. He doesn't remember anything, and so you can't do anything with that. They just threw it away, and, you know, and then he died 10 days later, and I was like, that was pretty much my immediate reaction.
Yeah.
But it was a really, really interesting episode, and like I said, I never really heard about the story.
Was Tamina in the episode?
No, she wasn't. But I, you know, Nancy Argentina's sisters were in it, and they had, what's his name? I can't think of what his name is.
Some wrestlers continue matches while suffering concussions. For example, didn't remember matches. His opponent said he did good. Yeah, I saw the article where Tommy Dreamer was talking about that.
Something of Offensica.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his name is. Oh, it's gonna drive me bananas. What is his name? I don't know. I don't remember what his name is, but he's a relative of Offensica, and he like got into some trouble, and he ended up going and working with Jimmy Snuka, and he was his writing partner for a while. After, was it Buddy Rogers? Is that who he was partnered with? You know?
Concussions. Let's try to avoid them, people. Yes, definitely.
Oh, well. I've never had a concussion.
People forget things.
I've never had a concussion, I don't think.
No, but your sister has.
My sister's had like two concussions?
Yes.
3 concussions?
Yeah.
She's talented. She ran at the pool and she slipped and she hit her head. And I don't even remember how she did the other 2 times.
Well, the one at the pool was, like, nasty. She hit her head hard and ended up having to take her to the hospital, and then she puked all over me.
So, yeah, she had a concussion, and that was exciting. I'm completely against concussions. That's why I don't jump off things.
Good thing.
I've had 2. I've never had a concussion, I don't think. I mean, I've done other stupid things. I've had 1. I've done many other stupid things.
Well, one that I know of. And one that I might have had one.
Clumsy Maven has never had a concussion, but you break your finger holding onto the rail walking down the stairs. I wasn't walking down the stairs. I was walking up the stairs. Get your story right, man. Get it right. Man.
I had it once, but I was very drunk. So you don't remember it anyway.
No, it's
not like it matters.
I've done really stupid things, though. Like, I really have. I mean, just one prime example is me trying to walk up the stairs, and I broke my hand, you know. That was...
Yeah.
That was...
I had one from playing backyard football, and then I had one from dunking a basketball.
Exciting.
I don't know if I've had concussions. If I did, it may have been 2 or 3 times being a kid.
I remember being really out of it. Well, having a concussion,
was that from being drunk? Or was that from like head?
I mean, you know. So power rankings. I don't know, man. Power rankings this week?
I don't know.
I don't know. I would say number 5. Number 5. I don't even remember what happened on Raw.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I don't remember what happened. I got a concussion. I don't remember what happened on Wednesday.
I don't remember what happened on Monday. That's how memorable it was.
Yeah.
Man. But no, seriously, I don't remember what happened on Monday. I'm gonna have to go look at our notes. It was 4/13. Oh yeah, Drew McIntyre was on the show. Andrade was on the show. I'd say Raw, couple of squash matches. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Drew and Seth, yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
I would say Andrade's number 5. Kind of like
Being drunk, I always remember falling on my shoulder. But as a kid, I fell a lot. I had a big head. The one from wrestling wasn't my fault. My friend didn't tell me he was going to That's That's what happens when you bring in... That's what happens when you bring, foreign objects into the ring. You should have known it was coming, Zandel.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Not funny, Maven.
Oh, boy.
Look, Zandel, she's laughing at you. Can you believe that?
Oh, my gosh. I didn't see it coming. Man, maybe it lies.
I can't see Zandel's comment. So Zandel says, OMG, the one from wrestling wasn't my fault. My friend didn't tell me he was going to hit me with a guitar, and that hurt. We didn't plan that, Mr. G.
Please tell me the guitar had been given. It wasn't good.
Yeah, probably not good then. Probably not.
I'm sorry, that was so funny. Oh, I love that. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Well, it's a good thing you made it through, Zandel.
Wow, observing stuff, that's what you're worried about? Never mind, Zandel, safety, health and well-being. The guitar, man. Darn that poor guitar. Oh dear, I bet that hurt. Oh boy, man, the stories we tell. Oh, that's funny. I'm dying right now. Me too, me too. So I would say Andrade and like his Why are we worried about the guitar? Can somebody explain this to me? Why are we worried about the guitar?
It's observing stuff. He's the one that's concerned about the guitar. I think that's the Otis Manny Dolphin story was last all the way to SummerSlam. I agree, James. I think it's a good storyline.
Oh man, that was funny. Guitars take time and money. I'm just saying.
The guitar was brought to the hospital. Did they put it in a bed next to you or what? I mean, was it stuck in your head? Is that why you had to bring the guitar?
They were like, we must inspect it.
What? Why was the guitar taken to the hospital?
Oh man.
Jericho on commentary, yes. To play the nurse in the tune. What company made this guitar? Okay, I'm done.
Oh my gosh.
Zandel's never gonna come back. This is his last show with us.
He was in the bed with me.
There's a souvenir.
Oh man.
Oh my. You're gonna have to bring your inhaler, Maven.
Okay. Okay.
You better bring her a Kleenex to wipe her eyes first.
I sound like the freaking Wicked Witch of the West. Oh my gosh. Ah, my goodness. Ah, alrighty then. I can hear you down the hall. That's because it was funny. Oh,
Good evening, Mrs. You missed a funny story. The neighbors can probably hear you across the street.
I'm okay now, I think.
Luckily for Zandel, the guitar was cheap. This pricing guitar is available according to science. Who would you pick to win the men's money in the bank on the Monday Night Raw side?
Pick to win the men's Money in the Bank. Oh my goodness. Woo, folks, that was a good time. Man, Smackdown isn't kidding when they're like, are you ready for a good time? Are you ready for a good time, folks? Oh,
Yeah, obviously I'm missing all the content tonight.
Hey, the guitar cost me over $100.
Well, yeah, because you had to go to the hospital. No wonder it cost you over $100.
Jeez. Every
The
night.
hospital bill was over $100.
Every night is epic content. Yeah, man.
That's right. What are you saying,
Every
Mrs. G? Our
night.
show is always epic.
Alrighty. I've composed myself. I think we're good now. Until somebody else says something.
I would say Jericho on the mic would probably be my number 2.
Okay.
$100 is a car made of
I would say number 5 for me is kind of Andrade and his crew.
Yeah.
Andrade, Zelina, and his crew. I think that was pretty good from Raw. You know.
Corbin's a good shout. Good shout. Would be his second win though, and last time was terrible. Yeah.
My stomach hurts. I'm about to time myself. Evan, you and me both. My stomach hurts from laughing too much, man. Folks, you do this to me, man. You do this to me. Every single stream. It's like, man. I have to say the guitar to the head was the best day. I think I just.
I've said the guitar to the head. To the hard. It messed him up. What's the best day? I don't remember it.
Oh boy.
It takes some seriously epic content to get Maven cackling. I'll have to catch it on replay.
So NXT on Wednesday.
Miz and Morrison, they win.
What? Money in the Bank?
Hey, hey, ho, ho, yo, yo.
Mrs. G. Mrs. G came up with this thing with Miz and Morrison, and it was the funniest thing. I don't even know what started it, but she was in the kitchen and she goes, WWE, Miz.
Don't think about it, man.
See, now I have told everybody, and they're gonna be like, "What? Like, what?" Mrs. G, you do it. You do it. It was really
So
funny.
have a good night. Awesome
She
show. Have a
goes,
great weekend.
WWE.
You too, James. Have a good one.
And it
Stay
was
safe, man.
so funny. Oh God, that song is so bad. Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho, ho. It's the funniest thing ever. They're taking dance videos on Twitter.
Yes.
Miz was all like,
Oh, that dog toy stuck in Maven's throat. Hey, hey, oh, Maven must go. She's dying laughing.
Oh, they made it bad on purpose. And they accomplished it.
Yes.
100%.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Mrs. G, you need to show them the thing. Hey, hey, ho, ho. It was so funny. She goes, Miz, WWE, John Morrison. And I was like, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen because, oh my gosh, that is probably totally the way he feels about this thing. And I was dying laughing the first time she did it because it was so funny. It was hilarious. Miz, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Maven language.
But it was the funniest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. It was so funny. She legit, we were trying on shoes, and we were in the living room,
That's
and
bad.
I don't know. And that's what she did, and I was dying laughing because it was so funny. Blame Mrs. G.
Maven obscenities in a family-friendly stream.
Sorry, man, I just had to do it because it was real funny. We're towards the late hour end of things, you know? It's okay. You know, I mean, it's okay. We're in the later hour.
The worst part about this song is John Morrison sounding like
Yeah, blame Mrs. G. Yeah, she came up with it. It was so funny. You were trying.
You trying to change this to a normal night in the Gleen household? Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying on shoes, and I don't even know where it came from. But she did it, and I was like, that was so funny. Oh, my gosh. So, NXT, folks. NXT. I don't know what on NXT was.
The Killer Cross thing was cool. Or Killer, whatever they're calling him.
Karrion Kross.
Yeah, Karrion Cross.
Killer Karrion.
Karrion Cross thing.
Woo! Yeah, I would say, sure. I don't know if I really have a power ranking, man. I really don't.
I think tonight was probably the best of the 3 nights.
We were talking about how I was traumatized by the Miss and Morrison music video. The funny thing is my while trying on shoes, my sister was in the kitchen tonight, and she goes, Miss came out, and she goes, the Miss and Morrison song is really good, except for the music video. Or no, she was like, the music video was really good, but then they came out last week and they tried to sing it live, and it was just so not good. And I was like, you are hilarious. It's hard.
It is hard to power rank empty arena shows, definitely.
No, but that's the shoes.
Mrs. G that video is amazing. Is taking over.
Hey, it could be a top hit on iTunes, folks. We should make Hey Hey Ho Ho.
Yeah.
Top hit on iTunes. I think we should.
Yeah.
Folks, man.
The Miz and Morrison song is really good. Oh no, I'm scared.
But that's what she said, and I was dying because it was so funny. Your sister's ain't my dude. What does she know about good music? I don't know, man, but she was like, that song was so good except for when they tried to sing it live, and then it was terrible. And I was like,
we'll have to check. What is it so far?
Well, you just need to watch it. Because...
Yes, Elijah, New Day won.
Oh my goodness. It was so good. New Day rocks.
New Day rocks, yes.
You got that right. New Day does rock.
Elijah, you haven't said anything in forever. Where you been?
The song was never good. Yes, it was. Deserving stuff. What are you talking about?
To an 8-year-old, it's really good.
Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey.
Tamina can say thank you to Lacey Evans. Yes, she can. I think that I think there's going to be a feud there between those two.
Oh my goodness. Oh shoot. Bayley versus Tamina at Money in the Bank. It's official.
It's only good if you had hand gestures.
Official. It is. It is only good if you have the hand gestures because it makes it 10 times funnier.
All right. I think that it is time. My bad, guys. Take a shower, and my phone needs to refresh. Well, geez, you left us. You didn't even you left us Okay, I'm walking down the stairs. It was laughing so hard. I felt. I'm assuming I fell. And just said. I assume that's supposed to say I fell. Butt hurts. Because I hope you didn't feel your butt hurt.
Oh, geez. Sanitizing this live stream. Yes, autocorrect.
You felt.
Oh, folks. I think it's safe to say that we have the best.
Speaking of team gestures.
I think we have the best chat in all the land. I think we do. Oh boy, man.
Gimme Hell Yeah has his mask on, so we're good to go. Alright, I think we're going to take off. It's been a fun one. Very enjoyable, guys. You guys should look into SteamYard. It's fun. I'll check it out. StreamYard. Sorry, SteamYard. StreamYard. See, I can't even read now. You'd have the best chat in all the time.
We really do, man. We do.
It
came from me first.
Yeah. What came from you first?
I know you said we have the best chat in all the land. You obviously weren't listening when I said it, man. Woo!
We will check it out. StreamYard.
Uh-huh.
I'll write that down. Gotta remember this.
Oh my gosh. I've been laughing so much. My face is so hot.
It's warm in this room.
Oh boy. I love watching watching, y'all, because I know we're going to have a good time. Especially on Fridays, because Smackdown says, are you ready for a good time? And they were not kidding.
Yeah.
They were not kidding when they said we were going to have a good time.
All right,
That's truth.
We're going to take off. We will be back on Monday.
Yes.
With Monday Night Raw. So everybody, you have a good one. Stay safe. Do you guys have an IG? I will add you now.
Yes,
we actually do.
Story.
The Wrestle Story.
Yes, the Wrestle Story.
I just got to make sure I check it more often because I don't check it very often.
Ha! So
I should
folks,
let you take that over because you're better at that than I am.
Yeah, probably. That's probably a good idea. So, yeah, folks.
Yeah.
Folks. That was pretty much it. That's pretty much for tonight's stream. That was.
All right, we're gonna take off. You guys stay safe. We will be see you on Monday.
We will be see you. We will be see you, folks.
See you Monday. If you have not checked out Give Me a Hell Yeah, go check out their podcast. They do an awesome job. Make sure you subscribe. Give Me a Hell Yeah. Don't just like the video. Because they are awesome. Check out our video from yesterday. We did a video with Ant from.
And subscribe. Why did it take that?
I don't know.
What just happened?
Had an awesome video yesterday with Ant talking about the WWE releases. So from Give Me a Hell Yeah, so check it out. And we are going to take off. We will be back. It was a lot of fun. We'll have to do it again. We will see you guys on Monday. Peace out, everybody.
Peace out, folks.